Good evening. This is Peter Booker, and tonight I'm going to give the forecast for Lynchburg, Virginia on January the 22nd, 2019. I want to get started to talk about really the weather over the last couple of days. On Sunday, we experienced something wild. We started off in the upper 40s across our region, and then temperatures quickly began to plummet into the 30s by the afternoon, and then the teens really overnight. Some readings around 10 degrees occurred in Lynchburg and Danville, through Appomattox and Buckingham. And one of the main concerns going into tonight as well is whether or not some of these pipes will freeze, and that could lead to trouble tomorrow morning as we're trying to head out to work. So that's something to keep in mind tonight, to leave the water running, maybe have a drip going on with the faucet. Otherwise, we might experience some trouble tomorrow morning. Now, the temperatures outside currently in Lynchburg, 16 degrees. Our dew point is 3, and this makes for a relative humidity of 53%. The winds are out of the north currently at 3 miles per hour, and the barometer is showing 30.50 inches and rising. This was as of 11 tonight. Now, when we look at the radar, we can see some lighter snows over the Dakotas, as well as parts of Minnesota, extending south and westward into the Colorado Rockies. Now, this system doesn't look like a whole lot at the moment. There's actually 2 areas of low pressure located over the Rockies tonight. This will begin to extend to the east over the next couple of days and approach our region probably by early Wednesday morning, providing some light wintry precipitation in the early morning hours of Wednesday. Now, looking at the high temperatures for Tuesday afternoon, you can see the lighter blues over Virginia indicating mid to upper 30s, extending to our north, let's say into Albany, most likely some low 20s, if not teens, still for tomorrow afternoon. Extending further west into the Great Lakes, much the same. We can see some temperatures in the teens and even some single digits as we head into Bismarck, North Dakota. Further to the south and west, again, we can see some temperatures in the 60s and 70s, but really no 80s to speak of until you head into southern Texas and also southern portions of Florida. Now, I want to look at 3 frames of this forecast that's upcoming on Wednesday. We can see a cold front extending from the Great Lakes really southward into Texas. Now, this cold front will begin to push off to the east, let's say from Tuesday night to the coast of Virginia, probably by Wednesday night. So it's a quick mover. We can see this high pressure setup for Tuesday night, again, just off the coast of Virginia. Watch what happens. And just within a few hours by Wednesday morning, again, this is around 7 a.m. on Wednesday, that high pressure has been shifted completely off the coast. Now, in its wake, we'll likely have some cold air residing in the valleys, and especially up the eastern, or up beside the eastern side of the Blue Ridge Mountains early Wednesday morning. And that will provide maybe a 2 to 4 hour period of freezing rain possible. Now, we're talking about very light amounts, probably drizzle to a little bit of light rain over our region, far less than probably 1/10 of an inch of rain. So nothing severe on power lines or trees expected, but enough to cause, let's say, a nuisance in the morning as we're scraping our cars or even driving to work along bridges and overpasses. So that's something to watch as we head into Wednesday morning. Now, by Wednesday afternoon, this is around lunchtime, we can see where heavier rain is moving into our region, and with it, much warmer temperatures. So by lunch, and especially by early afternoon, we should all be changing over to rain. And this is with the heavier precipitation moving in. So good news for a lot of us as we're driving back home Wednesday afternoon. Now, further off to the west, we can see snowfall, even some mixed precipitation over Kentucky and the rest of the Ohio Valley. Some 1 to 3 inch amounts here on the backside of the system. some 2 to 4 inch amounts likely in West Virginia with that upslope effect behind the storm. Now, as we look at the total precipitation amounts of our system, we can see in the purple shadings, let's say over western portions of North Carolina and eastern portions of Tennessee, anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2 inches of rain here. More likely around 1 inch for much of central Virginia. Further to the north and east, we can see similar amounts of 1.5 inches to 2 inches, so again, heavier rains up here, extending from New Jersey north and east into, let's say, Boston, Massachusetts. So mainly rain coming up for us on Wednesday and Thursday. And looking at the 3-day forecast, Tuesday, highs will be in the mid to upper 30s in general across our region. Low temperatures likely in the middle 20s Tuesday night. And that will set the stage for that light wintry precipitation early Wednesday morning. Now, as we head into Wednesday afternoon, those temperatures should warm up into the middle 40s and hold that temperature even into Wednesday night. The rains will continue to pick up Wednesday night and especially early in the morning on Thursday. We're looking at high temperatures likely occurring around, let's say, 4 or 5 a.m. on Thursday morning. And just like what we saw on Sunday, those temperatures begin to fall by the afternoon, first into the 30s and then likely the 20s by Thursday night. Now looking ahead to this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, high temperatures will likely be in the 30s and lows initially in the teens Friday night, but mainly 20s as we head into Saturday night and Sunday. There is a slight chance of snow on Sunday afternoon, but this is a clipper system from the west, and typically with those kinds of weather systems, we get on the lighter end, so maybe trace amounts of snow then. If there are any changes coming up later this week and looks like a potential snowfall for Sunday, I'll give an update hopefully either Friday or Saturday this week. Otherwise, have a great week and see you soon.